Who do we got? Hey, Austin. Hey, Theme Park. How are you guys? Just give me a second. Gonna bring up the desktop. Easier on my eyes. Hope you guys are having a good day. I know Theme Park's getting ready to have a good evening. He's gonna go live at 6:30, and he's gonna be at a hockey game. Doesn't get much better than that, does it, guys? Austin says, "Hey, Yogi. Nice to see you guys." So I've just watched a video from our friend Goga. You guys subscribe to Goga? Um, I hope so, especially if you're interested in growing your channel, because he will help you do so. Um, he has excellent classes on things to do with your channel that are worth exploring. As well, you'll make some really great friends. Let's see. Give me a second. One second. Anyway, he did a short video. Not a short, but a short video. Hey, Sniper. Where he talked about changes that's going to happen on YouTube October 15th. And this might be something you guys will be interested in. You will now be able to do a 3-minute YouTube short. So if you've had trouble fitting in the things that you would like in 30 seconds, in 15 seconds, 30 seconds, or a minute, now you got 3 minutes. One second. All right. So, what do you guys think? Are you interested in a 3-minute short? Or are you happy with what you do now? For the most part, up until now, well, here's the thing. I used to make 1-minute shorts. Hey, Be Confident, how are you? And then I heard from other people, the shorter the better. People have short attention spans. They want to watch a 15-second short, not a 30-second, not a minute. So I started making 10-second, 15 seconds. So I don't know about 3 seconds. Let's see. Confidence says, that's cool, a new feature. Yep, October 15th. Which, guys, is the day before Mocha's birthday. Make sure you save that date. I better start thinking about a present. Confidence says, Theme Park said that's awesome. Hey, Theme Park, is it something that you think that you would use? Is it something that you would utilize? Confidence says, I enjoy YouTube Shorts in my rare free time, and true crime. I never could get into true crime. Wesley says, my cat died and I have cancer. That's heavy news, Wesley. I'm sorry, my friend. I'm sorry on both accounts. There is, man, losing a pet is rough, is hard. This is something actually our friend Be Confident can relate to very well at the moment. Not to bring up a sad moment for Be Confident, but it is something many of us have experienced. And with cancer, man, I'm sorry. I hope you are getting the utmost care, my friend. Steve Punk says, hi, Steve Punk, how are you? Nice to see you. Confidence says, I'm sorry, Wesley. Let's see. Theme Park says, Wesley Noah, so sorry. Confidence says, guys, be respectful. Steve Punk says, I said hi. Yeah, I don't think he was recurring to you. I don't think he was referring to you, my friend. Let's see, and like and subscribe if you want to. Definitely if you want to. Confidence says, no, I will pray to you and God solves our problems. Team says, yeah, definitely. Theme Park says, Steve Punk, hello. Hey, program. Program says, hi, it's me. As if it could be anyone else. Runner Boy says, yo, what's up, Runner Boy? Program says he's, you know, I'm saying he. And I don't rightly know. I don't want to keep saying he if he is not the case. What's the new logo? Theme says, Runner Boy, hello. Runner Boy says, watch time moving up, 1870. We will get you there. You guys want to help out a friend? Runner Boy is shooting, right now we're shooting for 3,000 watch hours, and then we'll push it up to 4. As well, our friend, I don't think this will work for everyone. Love our toy pups. She does 900 watch hours. If this works, let me know. Watch, you know what? Just watch a video for a friend. Runner Boy is a friend. Love Our Toy Pups is a friend. We will do the same for you. If you are trying to get monetized, if you want a video shared out, if there's something that you've created that you're really proud of, let's help each other out. Program says I'm a boy, 1,284 years old. Huh. I would have guessed myself, I wouldn't have guessed over 10,000 years old. Oh, I'm sorry, I wouldn't have guessed over 900 years old. 1,284. Runner Boy says he can taste 2K. Yeah, it's getting closer. Confident doesn't seem very confident in what program is saying. He seems to have some doubts. As does Theme Park. Don't know what that emoji means. Confident. So I'll be honest with you, I never know what to expect on a Saturday night, Saturday evening. People going out, people shopping, people having dinner. More important things to do than sit around and listen to me, that's for sure. But we'll see what happens. Right now, guys, do you like fishing? Our friend, anything is possible, is trout fishing. Trout fishing. I'm going to bring him up. This is the thing I like doing with I have the phone recording, live streaming, then I have my desktop up. So that way I get to help other people at the same time. So bear with me. We're doing some work for friends. I spend 80% time that I'm on YouTube. I do my best to help other channels. They have done their best to help me. They've done more than their best. They've done their absolute best. I am monetized, and I have been since I got the partial 3,000 hours in May. In less than a month, I got the 4,000 hours. And I've mentioned this quite a few times. I got monetized because my friends helped me. Some people were brand new friends. Some people weren't. I just met, and yet they all pitched in and decided to help. Theme Park says cool trout fishing. Trout fishing cool. Yep. Oh, Confidence says emoji means dying of laughter. I learned it from YouTube. I've had some friends try to teach me all that, and it just does not stick. Let's see, Confidence says program, I'm sorry, but that's weird. We would expect nothing less from our friend program. Pretty curtains in the background. They've been here, those curtains have probably been here since 1974. I'm almost certain. This is a house that I grew up in. When I got divorced, I moved in to help my father be a caregiver for my mom. And then when my mom passed away, I stayed and was a caregiver for my father. When my father passed away, my brother and I inherited the house, and we decided to split expenses and stay here, the house we grew up in. I love my area. I love where I live. One boy says, you know, the kind of guy who does nothing but good things and then wonders why his life rocks? Well, that was Yogi. Every time something bad happened to me, something good was always waiting around. It's a nice way to think of it, Rona Boy. I've had my share of bad things. The corner, that's me. Every time something bad happened to me, something good was always waiting around. Rona Boy was the corner. Rona Boy, you do lots of nice things for a lot of people. You're one of those people that I was mentioning. Help me get monetized. Plus the fact, for me, just showing up, spending some time here, that means a lot. I don't sell that short. Program says, so how's your day been? My day's been excellent. Garrett says, hi, Runner Boy. Hey, Easy. Easy says, hey, everyone. What's up, Easy? I don't normally see you in the evening. Let's see. Program certainly does like to give us information, doesn't he? Be Confident says, how many books do you have, Yogi? I have never counted them, but they certainly add up. I actually just bought 3 this evening. I bought 3 used books. I ordered the used on Amazon. I have a book called Forgiveness and Jesus, the meeting place of A Course in Miracles and Christianity, and All Peace, No Peace Is, which is a theme I talk quite a bit about. As I'm often asked, and you've been here when we're asked, to talk about something, to talk about, pick a side. Ukraine, Russia, Israel, Palestine, Trump, Harris. Someone's always asking you to pick a side, to take a piece. The world doesn't work in pieces. Obviously, look around. Look at what's happening. Confidence, thank you, Yogi. Just thank you. No particular reason. That was so nice to hear. I appreciate that. Be confident. And you know what? You do thank me. Just like I was mentioning with Runner Boy. Just being here, spending some time. Confidence says Runner Boy is very nice. He is. One day he will be Runner Man. And I will look and I will know that I did a good job. That he made me proud. Let's see, Sniper says, greetings, be confident, and Austin Garrett. How was your day at work, Sniper? Thread says, Yogi, when you dropping the dropping the album? I gotta practice. Laying down the beats. Austin says, had a squirrel. Theme says, say to Thread. Thread says, Yogi is a great rapper. I'm keeping it under wraps until the album comes out. I don't want people to know. I want to surprise them. Confidence says, Yogi, thanks. Confidence says, Thread Rao. Somehow I don't think Be Confident believes you, Thread. Runner Boy said, crabs or clams. I'm sticking with my hard-shelled friends. I'm going with clams. I'm not anti-crab, but they rank almost always last. Here's a better question. Crabs or lobsters? Poor Man says, howdy, Yogi. Hey, Poor Man. Man, this was the collab everyone was waiting for, guys, today. Poor Man and Leo. What was the rep count for the day, Poor Man? Thread says bars. Very enthusiastically. Sniper says, Runner Boy, can you not have both or none at all? It's a good question. You see that? Sniper, that's just what I was talking about. And you and I have talked about this before. And I've seen you offer it as a reply to people before. Does it always have to be or? Does it always have to be crabs versus clams? Crabs versus oysters? Country or country? Country versus country? Let's replace that or with an and. I dream of a world where crabs and clams get along. Not only just get along. I dream of a world where they actually love each other. Where they actually walk claw and, I don't know, what do clams have? Threat says, bring the Wakas. Yogi? Bring the Wakas. First time ever uttered aloud on Just a Yogi doing burpees in his basement channel. First time ever. There will Yogi down with Wu-Tang. Runner Boy says program probably likes raisins. Confidence says I like Runner Boy. I like Runner Boy too. Grandma says or Runner Boy, Runner Toy. Laughing, random. Runner Boy says, when I get monetized, I'll change my name to Runner Man. Runner Man, Runner Guy. Runner Guy, that's not bad. Confidence says, I'm eating lobster right now. Are you? Poor Man is always down with Wu-Tang. Confidence says, louder as we speak. Literally. Oh, gotcha. Crustaceans. Man, that's incredible reps. Poor Man, along with Leo today, did 100 SEALs. One Navy SEAL burpee has 3 push-ups in it. So he did 100. 300. 10 pump burpees. Sorry, 100 10 pump burpees. 1,000 reps. Problem likes wet food. We all have our thing, you know? This shows you what a strange and twisted man our friend Poor Man is. He said was fun. Thanks. Fred says Yogi is ODB son, yo. So here's a question. How funky did I sound when I said OBD son, yo? Theme says Poor Man's Gym. Hello. Runner Boy says when a choice is presented, do the unexpected and don't pick and do nothing. I agree with the do nothing. It's straight from the Tao Te Ching. Do nothing and yet everything gets done. There is no doer and yet everything gets done. Poor Man saying hi to everyone. Let's see, programs like sausage, eggs, and sausage. Does it have to be in that order? Eggs and sausage. What if someone brought you sausage and eggs? Would you be like, send it back? Just asking. Theme Park says, okay, got to go. Heading to the arena now. See you guys later. Hey, 6:30, our friend Theme Park and More will be doing a live stream from a hockey game. So you guys can check it out. It's not too far from now. All right, hold on, guys. Lollapalooza. Lollapalooza. On a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the best, how did I do? Lollapalooza. Lollapalooza. Let me know. Poor Man says Leo's in Reno and high elevation too. Yeah, that's doubling down. Masticism. Yep. So Lala said, what's up, my peeps? Nice to see you, my friend. Confidence says, I'm thinking of things to talk about. You know what? It never works out well with me. I would try to do, let's see, program Sivama? How did I do? Pronunciation. Sivama, please. Confidence says, very exciting. Early on in doing live streams, I would try to pick a topic. I would try to pick a yoga topic, something along those lines, and it never worked. I could never stay. I love talking about it, and I will go on a tangent. Anyone who's been here for any amount of time has seen me go on ends. But it's just hard to stay on one particular topic for me. Let's see. Lala says we can talk about food. I'm always up for talking about food. I'm always a bit of a misfit talking about food. As one, being a vegan, I don't know if you guys heard me say this before. I eat the exact same thing every day. Sniper said, "Very good, Eric. You speak some Greek too, then." I could try to pronounce something. I think that's the first time, Sniper, that I've passed the Sniper test. Runner Boy says, "Yogi, instead of shaving, do a live stream fucking every beard out." Fortunately, I am not that kind of channel. We have friends who do stuff like that. Well, it says we can talk about how delicious food is. Food is delicious. Let's see. If all it says, you say exactly the same thing in exact order. Yes. Yes, I do. Why do you ask? And I'm guessing that you're asking why. Well, here's the easy answer. I'm weird. And it works for me. And I don't mind being weird. But a while back, due to an unexpected bout of anxiety, panic attacks, and insomnia, it had caused me some issues out of the blue. Acid reflux, which just fueled, because of stress, which just fueled in to the anxiety and panic attacks. It was this vicious circle, and I couldn't get out of it. And I was suffering from imposter syndrome because I teach people how to alleviate anxiety, insomnia, and panic attacks through yoga, through meditation, through breath work, through changing our internal dialogue to be kinder to ourselves, to forgive ourselves and other people. And yet here I am, caught in that cycle. And I had to make some drastic changes. One of it was diet. And I eliminated all kinds of stuff. Slowly add stuff in that worked, kept me healthy, kept my immune system functioning, totally eliminated the acid reflux. And one of it, I was fasting for too long. I was also ultra running. So I was trying to get an insane amount of calories in a short window of time before I went to bed. Not exactly before. So that was some of the changes. Hey, Reaper. Reaper says, Lollapalooza. Thank you for keeping me company on my live. Sorry for ending it that way my wife called. Let's see. Yo, Adam says, you see yourself moving towards your goals, or your goals pulling you from the future into them? It's a good question. I'll be honest with you. 90% of my goals have vanished. I'm almost without a goal. I have a desire to earn my income through creative means on YouTube, meaning doing what I'm doing now. I need very little. I only need to earn very little. I have taxes twice a year. I have my house is paid for. Right now, unfortunately, I don't have a car. So, utilities, food, an occasional book. That's it. So I'm in a unique place where if I made just a little bit more, I could earn my income through creative means. That's always been my dream as a writer and now as a YouTube talker. But you know what? I've let go of most goals. Enjoying the simplicity of just being alive. I've done almost all the stuff I've wanted to do. I've done over 110 ultra marathons. I've competed in kettlebell sports. I've bummed around the country in some spots. I've written some books. I made friends with Burpee Reaper. Check that off the life goal list. What more do I need? Let's see. Lola says, "You good, Reaper? I don't know when you are coming back. I was going back and forth waiting." Hey, Go On Life, my friend. How are you? Go On says hi. Lola says, "I was about to check just now." Reaper says to try to come back, but YouTube is acting weird. Go On says, "Please tell me, breathe yogi. You need help with some breathing? We can help with that." Lola says, "Figures." Reaper says, "Burpee, Saludo is a very solid brother." He is. You know what? I don't see him as often. He's a great guy. I was sharing him out all the time, and somehow he slightly fell off the radar. I need to put him back up and start sharing him out again. He is a great guy. He's a machine. Infatigable, unfatigable. Which is it, guys? Infatigable? Sebas says, program the naughty step for you. 300 beautiful seconds for us. Please be respectful, or I will tell your mother about your behavior. Yeah, program might be running his course, unfortunately. I really do my best to have an open door policy, but you know, when it stops being clever, that's when I sort of draw the line. Let's see. Go On Life says, "What about your channel, Eric? What type of videos do you make?" I do a lot of live streaming. I live stream 3 times a day. I love talking about yoga and stuff. I do my own workout video. That's just for fun. I do a lot of nature shorts. That's what I love to do. And I also do some short discussions on spiritual issues. Those don't get very many views. The nature shorts, they do okay. The live streams sometimes do okay. Cypher says, "That's the best episode with the hat." Which one, Reaper? Hey, Cheetah, my friend, how are you? My food addiction is here. Gives us some heart emojis. Let's see. Lola says, "Listen to the squirrel." Never mess with squirrels. Rick says that in Rick and Morty. He's got an excellent point. He's got an excellent point. Is there a more acrobatic animal than a squirrel? Hey, speaking of which, did you guys see Just One Sue? Nope, it wasn't Just One Sue. It was our friend Anne's Crap Chat, feeding a squirrel with a missing hand. The squirrel was doing great. Let's see. Confidence says, "I'm not standing up for a program at all. Just saying that you might want to just ignore him. It's for the best for you." I generally do. Confidence says, "Just everyone be respectful." I almost usually don't mind. 99% of the time, people can come in and do what they want. But other people people who show up all the time and they come here for specific reasons. When it starts interfering with them, that's when we got to start thinking about other options. Let's see. Yoel Adam says, "What would you say is the difference between connections in the world and attachments?" Man, that's another excellent question. Difference between connections in the world and attachments is mental. The only difference is mental. Everything's connected. We can't escape connections. However, not everything calls for our attachment. attachment leads to suffering. That was the lesson of the Buddha after he sat under the Buddha tree and awakened. He declared that life is suffering. Man, that's bad news. What are we going to do about that? But then he tells us life is suffering because we grasp things that are ungraspable. We attach to things that are always changing, expecting them, wishing them, demanding that they stay the same. What's the difference between an attachment and a demand when you think about it? We're attached to loved ones is just another way of demanding them to stay the same. Don't change. And of course, it's impossible. And so relationships end. Sometimes to the detriment of both, sometimes for one, sometimes it's for the best. Who knows? However, imagine if we didn't have those demands. Imagine if we didn't have the attachments to something staying the same. And everyone and everything had room to move, to change, to be. Let's see. Go On Life says, okay, lots of topics you cover in your channel. That's actually great. Thank you, Life. I appreciate that. Confidence says, yes, but I wouldn't involve myself with a kid. No hate towards anyone, just saying you don't want to get involved. I agree. Confidence says, kids plus internet equal bad combination. Can't argue that. I have a friendly channel. You know, I don't really discuss things that are sensitive. And I put the onus usually on parents. You should know what your kid's doing. No kid should be online without you knowing what's going on. That's just me. Sniper says, saves Eric having to read messages to take away the conversation that Eric is covering. I agree, Sniper. I agree. Confidence says, just keep your distance, brother. I do. Confidence says, and another thing is, guys, we shouldn't take anything anyone says seriously on the internet. This is true too. Let's see. Lola says, this would be easier for Eric. And guys, you know, in a live stream, I need all the help that I can get. It does not take long for me to fall behind. Confidence says, let's all respect everyone and be friends, okay? I agree. Life says, Eric, I feel I'm bad to tackle people. Well, who do you, maybe weak to understand people? You know what? I got to wonder if that's so. Because if you can recognize that, if you think you are, that means you are aware of the situation, which gives you room to change. Nothing changes if you're unaware of it. We don't change if we're unaware of it. We just keep repeating the patterns that we fall into. Only through awareness. And this is a great lesson in yoga. They talk about the 5 kleshas, which are the 5 afflictions of the mind. And they describe why we do and act the way we do. And I won't get into that now. But after describing it, and you're feeling kind of depressed, so my entire life I've been controlled by these 5 issues, which is so. Even neuroscience now says that it's so. But we're given a solution. Simply being aware. You can become aware by practicing the yoga asanas, by meditating, by breath work, by withdrawal of the senses. You can become aware simply by becoming aware. And I think maybe that's where you might be. Life. Sniper says, tackle in which way? Yeah, I was wondering that too, Sniper. Confidence says, just put the kids on a timeout and ignore them. It's honestly for the best. Yeah, I wouldn't argue that. I give people a chance. We have some younger people who do pop in who contribute greatly to the conversation. Let's see. We got some more hearts from Food Addiction. Thank you, my friend. Hope you're having a good day. Confidence says, and if the kids are respectful, then okay, let them stay, but only with parents' permission. Excellent advice. I agree completely. Let's see. Life says, is there any type of yoga to make powerful my dealing my conversation? So, what do you mean? Your conversation helping you to speak up more, helping you to be more assertive. Confidence says, Jesus loves you all so much, and wish the best, and literally everyone. I do too. Literally part of my practice is, the silent namaste that we offer each other in yoga. The love, the divinity, the light within me salutes and recognizes the love, the divinity, the light within you. In the Vedic yogic tradition, they urge everyone to give everyone a gift that you come in contact with. Which, that seems like a tall order, I got a lot of people coming in on YouTube. How do I give everyone a gift? It doesn't have to be a physical gift. Could be. But it could be the simple gift of attention, of saying hi, of sending a silent blessing, of wishing someone namaste. And there's no greater gift than being kind. We try to be kind to everyone that comes in. Hey, Weld. Weld says you live again. Yep, I generally go live 3 times a day, much to the annoyance of the internets. Hey, guys. Our friend Weld was 20 subscribers away from hitting a numbers goal, hitting a subscribers goal. He wants to hit 1.3K, 1.3LK. If anyone can help him, because he's got a really good channel. All it says, Jesus is my homeboy. I had a mug with this written on it. I loved it. That's a cool mug. Confidence says, peace comes within, from within. Do not seek it without. That could be straight out of the Course in Miracles as well. They tell you, do not seek to change the world. Seek to change how you perceive the world. Don't seek to change your behavior. Seek to change the cause of your behavior. That's the mistake we make every New Year's resolution. We seek to change our behaviors, and by February, we're doing the same thing over again. But when you seek to change the cause of your behavior, the behaviors change automatically. Confidence says, unconditional love comes from within. Sometimes you need help finding it. You do. You need help seeing it. You need help believing it. Because people don't really believe that there can be such a thing as unconditional love. The reason being is because we're perceiving a world with conditional love, because it's a world projected from fear, projected by the ego, which isn't a reality. Reality itself is unconditional. Example being my cup and this desk. It seems like there's a condition of a cup and a condition of a table, desk. However, in their connection, is there a difference between the particles that make up the particles empty space that make up this cup and the particles and empty space that make up this desk? Unconditional. Seamless. Sniper says, oops, I missed that comment. Be confident I agree. It's called unconditional love. Absolutely, Sniper. Confident says I have to go to bed. Well, thanks for hanging out, Confident. I appreciate it. Life says, Ola says, yes, he is. Life says, like today, my mood is off. I think I didn't cover my message to others. I create a mess. Gotcha. Gotcha. Um, Easy says, hey, Eric, what's your thoughts on magic and esoteric things like occult? Been reading a lot about it recently. Um, I think it can be a fascinating topic. However, it has little to do, for me, with the reality of love. The easiness of simply going through life, being love, and offering forgiveness. And for me, the one thing I value, two things I value, which is really one thing above all else, is complete freedom to the extent that I'm able, which isn't always, but occasionally, and peace. If I'm at peace, I'm completely free. I'm liberated. If I am liberated, I am at peace. Um, that's the bottom line for me. If I do this, am I doing it for the sake of the ego, or am I doing it for the sake of love? The two do not go hand in hand. So at this point in my life, I surrender everything to the sake of love. I surrender everything to the sake of peace. And all the things that pop up that aren't peace, all the things that pop up that don't seem to be love, are things that I need to forgive. And through the practice of forgiveness, everything is seamlessly flowing again. So, life. I was talking about awareness as well as forgiveness. Forgiveness and awareness are actually the same thing. There's a line that I've been using an awful lot from A Course in Miracles that says, the one wholly true thing that one can say about the past is that it's not here. The past isn't here. The Course also says, I see only the past. That's all we see. When you see another person, you're seeing the history of that person. Even if you meet someone new, you're seeing the past of what you think they are. Religion, race, nation. You're seeing the past. You're not seeing the simplicity, the easiness of who they are in this moment, free of all labels, free from all conditions. It's a fellow being. That doesn't mean that we don't make distinctions. Distinctions add to the beauty. What it means is that when I know I see only the past, then I'm free to accept. I'm free to love without those conditions that Squirrel Sniper was talking about up above. Confidence says, good night. I have to wake up early for breath training and church. Well, have a good night's sleep and have a good day at church, my friend. So yeah, life, forgive the moods, be aware of them, and let them go. Sometimes you're going to make a mess out of things. That's how we all proceed through life. It's okay to make a mess out of things. It's okay. That's how you learn. The next time, you're going to be a little more aware, and you're going to make a smaller mess, and life is going to be a little bit easier until it isn't. And then you might make another mess. And then you just forgive yourself. You forgive the situation. You realize that it is now already in the past. If it's in the past, you're absolutely free and you can relax. When you're relaxed, life is just easier and it's a whole lot more fun. Give yourself the good grace of making mistakes, of making a mess, and then shrug, laugh, smile. Don't be afraid to say, I'm sorry. I apologize for the big mess I make. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I make a mess. There you go. You don't even have to say, I'll do better next time. Because that puts an awful lot of pressure on you. Because now you're saying, crap, I got to do better. You might do better. You might not. Give yourself the freedom of, here's the thing. When you start relaxing, you automatically start doing better. Just don't put that kind of pressure on yourself that you have to. Oh, it says, good night, confident. Be sleepy now? I like that. That was funny. Um, it was funny and it was sincere at the same time. It's the best kind of humor. Let's see. Walt says, thank you, brother. I'm 7 away. 7 away. And you know what? We have 7 people here in the chat. Coincidence? Synchronistic event. Meaningful coincidence. They say everything happens for a reason. I don't necessarily believe that. But I do think that we can give a reason for everything that happens. Foreman says, got some morning sun around 8 a.m. Trying to get up every day. 6:30. That's awesome. It'll make a difference. It takes a bit of time for that circadian rhythm to get kick in. If you could get a little more dim sunlight around dusk, then it really kicks in that circadian rhythm. Now you're getting in tune with nature. You're getting the sunrise, you're getting the sunset. Doesn't mean you have to go to bed with the sunset. Remember also, get the room as dark as you can possibly make it when you do go to bed. If you can, 2 hours from your last meal before you go to bed, minimum. An hour minimum. 2 hours is even better. Get away from all electronics. About an hour, half an hour. I'm trying to make compromises. Most teachings will say an hour. I think you can get away with half an hour. All electronics. I know that's not an easy one. Oh, it says you're welcome. Thank you as well. Reynolds says, thank you. Right back at you. That's awesome, guys. Thank you for connecting with each other. Life says, I want to surrender all for the sake of peace. Me too. Me too. And you know what? There is no way to surrender. Surrender is the way. There is no way to peace. Peace is the way. So we always put up these blocks. I need to surrender. I want to surrender. If only I could. Eventually I will. Just surrender. And then you'll find that you'll be attached to something again. Just surrender again. Life is a verb. It's not a noun. So we're always verbing our way through life. Be that verb. Easy says, you're right. It always makes sense when I hear you say it. But on my own, I become obsessed with finding answers. I need to incorporate these lessons better in my life. Nothing the matter, though, with reading or studying any of that. Nothing matter at all. It's fascinating, interesting stuff. So keep doing what you're doing as long as you enjoy it. But know in the end, you only have one mission. One mission. Forgive. You are forgiving so that you stay in the present moment. That's the great key to forgiveness. Again, it's not the egoic forgiveness where the ego says, I forgive you for your wrongdoing. It's that quantum forgiveness where we say, within the present moment that we have right now, nothing has happened. Nothing. We're both free. We are both innocent. We have returned to the innocence of the moment. We're back in the garden. So in that case, it's easy. You can do whatever you want. You can study every esoteric principle, and some of it you might find helpful, but as soon as you find yourself becoming attached to it, as soon as you think that this is the path, this is the way, know, as they say in Zen, there is no path. Life itself is the path. Or in Zen, they call it the pathless path, or the gateless gate. Let's see. Walt says, you have a good take on life. It's because I'm 59, I'm old and I'm bald and I made a lot of mistakes. I'm old and I'm bald and I'm not angry at all. I've had some bumps, some troubles, issues. I'm not angry about any of it. I did what our friend Life was saying. Surrendered to peace. Otherwise, some of the things, including my past drinking habits, would have eaten me alive. I would not have survived. I barely survived the 1990s. I spent the entire decade in self-destruct mode, drinking myself into oblivion night after night after night. And making excuses. Well, I can get away with it. I'm young. Although I was rapidly not being young. I was into fitness. I ate healthy. So, hey, I could get away with one bad habit, right? I could drink myself into oblivion every night because I could still get up in the morning and work out. But it was killing me. It destroyed all my relationships. I wrecked cars. I endangered people. Did I miss your joke? Oh, your joke. Your joke up above. I didn't think it was, well, maybe it was corny. Sometimes corny jokes are the best jokes because they're told in innocence. You know what I mean? They're told in the, it made me smile and I just want to share it way. That's one of the things I really appreciate about you. Life says, well, no, I don't have blue. Otherwise, I will join you. Well, let's fix that, my friend. You've now been given a wrench. Life, you're now blue. Let's see. Well, it says, I left a comment on your short. Thank you. Bueno says, I just subbed. Oh, he left a comment. So you could always do that as well. You know, just click on the username on the comment. But hey, this will be easier. And this way you can also connect with other people. Life says, I will join you. Yep, you can do that now. Life says, so from this ID, I will join you after 24 hours. You are now a wrench, though. Walt says, I'm glad you're better now, Eric. Thank you, Walt. I appreciate that. It took a bit of work. I told the story the other day. Lala says, appreciate you, Eric. Easy says, I want to read A Course in Miracles. It seems to have made a big impact on your life. It is the basis. It's basically westernized yoga, westernized Buddhism, told from a Christian perspective. So a lot of people who are steeped in Christianity like it, are more drawn to it because it has the Buddhist approach, the yogic approach, but the Christian terminology, which also turns some people off because they want to get away from that. But it's the message. Hey, Easy, guess what? I'll send this to you on Facebook. You can read it for free online. I like having the book. The Big Blue Book. I've had this book since 1993, I believe. My cat's just making some noise. Let's see. Lala, I appreciate you too, my friend. Oh, I was going to reply to Weld saying I'm glad you're better now. And Suzuki Roshi, the great Zen master, one of the earliest Zen masters to come from Japan to the United States. He gave a lecture, I believe it was in Minnesota, University of Minnesota, to a group of psychotherapy students, soon to be actual therapists. And they were not sure what to expect. This was in the late 1950s, maybe the early 1960s. And he looked at all the students and he said, each and every one of you are perfect, exactly the way you are. Which made them smile. It's sort of what you expect the Zen master to say. You are perfect oneness. You are this and you are that. And then he looked at him, smiled even broader, and said, and you could use a little bit of work, which made them laugh. That's the language of therapy. You could use a little bit of work. But therapy in the West never starts with the premise that you are perfect. But you forgot. Therapy should be a way of remembering. Course in Miracles is a book on remembering who you are. We believe that we are an ego. We believe that we are a thought system. We believe that we're the narrator of all these thoughts. We're not. We are the witness, the eternal witness to all of it. Pure awareness, love. In the Bible, it says that in Genesis, that God caused Adam to fall into a deep sleep. And yet nowhere in the Bible does it say Adam woke up. Adam is the prototypical person, the prototypical man, who we are, asleep, dreaming that we are an ego living in a separate world from God. Course in Miracles urges us to wake up. Yoga urges us to wake up. Buddhism urges us to wake up. The lesson from the cross Jesus gave us is that in every moment we can choose crucifixion or we could choose resurrection. Every moment. And yet we continuously and constantly choose crucifixion. We crucify ourselves by believing that we are small and that we are separate and that we are hateful, sometimes evil, original sin. When God created the universe, he said it was good, all of it, including you, even including Runner Boy, even including me. It took me a long time to believe that. Life says, okay, everyone, I'm going. It's 3:18 a.m. Well, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Life says, thanks, Weldon Carey. Easy says, thanks, Eric. I'd love that. Void Reaper says, quote of the day, every man has his secret sorrows, which the world knows not, and oftentimes we call a man cold when he is only sad. Excellent. Beautiful quote. Beautiful, my friend. Other says, I got to go, family. You'll enjoy yourselves. God bless and be safe. Well, I appreciate you guys hanging out. I will probably log off soon, very shortly too. 1 or 2 minutes. It's a chance to say goodbye to everyone. Remember, our friend Theme is going live in just a few minutes, 6:30. Man, I was hoping we'd get those 7 subs. Hey, Weld, how far away are you? Weld says, I appreciate your take on life, Eric. Thank you. All right. Go on, life is going. I hope to see you again soon, my friend. Easy says, yep, I read that. Boy says, I bring the quote of the day if I can. Every day. Well, thanks. That would be awesome. Sniper says, awful, waffle, kanafel, try to jump 50 people in a steamroller. This isn't going to end well. How did it work out for him, Sniper? Poor man says, have a good evening, Yogi folks. Thank you, my friend. Hey, let me know how you feel tomorrow after that huge workout. So normally, our friend Skeeter goes live 7, but he was live today at 12. You know what? Our friend Specs is live. If you want to hang out with her, I'm going to share her out. So if you're not friends with Specs, you can go to my community page and you can go join her live stream. Tell her I sent you. Tell her I said to, I don't know. You don't have to tell her anything if you don't want to. She's a great person. I like hanging out with her. I'm going to go by and say hi. And we'll see who else is live. There's always someone doing something. So let's get the quote from Void, and then we'll call it a day. Sniper says, attempt murder, I'm afraid. Evel Knievel put up bill, but with no joy. I'd imagine not. Boy says he missed yesterday's quote, so here it is. All the hardest, coldest people you meet were once as soft as water, but that's the tragedy of living. It can be, for sure. However, we can avoid the tragedy, we can avert the tragedy, and we can reverse the tragedy. We can always go back to being as soft as water. We get a smiling emoji from my food addiction. Thank you, Sheena. Very much appreciated. All right, guys. Sorry, I didn't mean to get loud all of a sudden. I'm going to wrap things up. I'm going to go say hi to Specs. Again, our friend Theme, he's going to be doing a live from a hockey game. He's Canadian, so you know it's big. Sniper says, have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Sniper. Hope you have the day off tomorrow and you get a chance to relax a bit. I'll be back 5 a.m. Eastern time. If you're around, come on by and hang out. Thanks, guys.